When Supercell announced that they were nerfing the Giant Arrow and Rocket Backpack, the player base went crazy saying that the attack strategy was dead and that they wasted their ores. I'm here to show you they're wrong.
Alright, there I go. And on the corner of this lab, and shoot it, and that takes care of that. Cool.
Last week, I showed off a few attacks with my new favorite attack strategy. I call it the Warden Walk with a Fireball, Giant Arrow Backpack, Mass Furnace combo. I shared my week in Dragon 29 as a Town Hall 15 pre-Giant Arrow nerf, and now I'm back to show it off again post-nerf to show you all that it's alive and well. I'm going to start off with a few Legends League attacks. It's Legend 3, like you see in the background here on my Town Hall 18, which I finished first in my Legend 3 group with over 1,200 trophies, by the way. So let me know if you want a video of me sharing that base. I'll also be showing some attacks from my Town Hall 15 and 16 in rank, doing 1, 2, and even 3 Town Hall hit-ups and still tripling. Let's go over how to use this army. It's pretty simple. The very first thing I do when the base pops up is I look to see if there's any Giant Arrow Backpack value. Ideally, I can clear the CC and one big defense, like the Revenge Tower or Monolith. I'll also be happy with 2 big defenses if there's no good angle on the CC. Remember that we have a Warden with a Fireball, so we can be flexible. The things we don't hit with the Arrow Backpack, we can walk through or Fireball. I like to start off with my Warden one corner of the base, ideally walking behind a Fire Spitter if possible. I support him with 1 Furnace. This gives him some additional tanking and DPS, but not too much DPS so that he walks deep into the base, while I take my eyes off him to shoot my Giant Arrow and Rocket Backpack. Most of the time, you're trying to find a good angle for your Queen, since the Duke can be much more flexible where you deploy him and shoot him off from. I take note of any builder huts near my Giant Arrow target and drop 3 Earthquakes as close as I can to the huts, while also hitting my target. This way the huts hopefully heal something other than my target defenses, giving me more breathing room and lowering the chance that I fail my long-range nuke. After the Earthquakes, I shoot off my Duke first, then rush to drop my Queen and shoot off her arrow as quickly as I can. At this point, I check back on the Warden and support him with 2 more Furnaces usually, and spells if needed. I could drop an Invis on him, drop a Totem, Ice Block, Free Spell, or even just recall and pull him out if I have to. I'll discuss more when to do what as we get into some replays. After supporting the Warden, it's back to the Queen and Duke. I drop an Ice Golem, Super Wall Breaker, Druid, and Siege Barracks to support my Queen and Duke. A very powerful kill squad that can get a lot of value as long as you're not running straight into a Monolith. There's no particular target from here. I just let them get as much value as they can with no additional spell support, and usually it clears a lot. Back to the Warden, I keep watching him. At this point, most of the base has melted away. The core was crushed by the opening, Arrow Backpack, Earthquake combo, and the outskirts by Furnaces, Warden, Queen, and Duke Charge. If my Warden has a good Fireball, now is as good a time as any. Sometimes it's not great positioning, however, and that's okay too, so I could just recall him and place him again on the outside of the base, in another corner with Furnaces to start clearing there too. When the time is right, I send in either my Barb King with Stick Horse, Giant Gauntlet, and Angry Jelly combo, or the RC with Seeking Shield, Rocket Spear, and Diggy to take out the remaining defenses. I revive the Duke, use my remaining spells where needed, and watch the troops clean up the last few buildings for a triple. Here's a screenshot of my ranked offense from last week so you can really see it works. Town Hall 15, 16, and 18. Army links in the description. Okay, first attack we're going to be going over against TS Haxer here, right? So we're obviously in Legend, and here I'm looking at lining up my arrow. You could see I'm going to shoot it on the corner, right? You always want to be looking at the tile more than the actual building, right? So that was my first thought, is that I could potentially arrow the CC and the Monolith, right? And that would be nice value to open up. So I'm going to start with my Warden here at 6 o'clock, right? Healers, 1 Coco Loon, 1 Furnace, and just let him walk for a little bit. And he could potentially be blowing up a Rage Tower here. That would be very nice for us. Okay, here we go. We dropped the Earthquakes, Duke, Queen. I like to tap on the building so I could see exactly where the tiles are with that red border. And just like that, line up a nice, beautiful arrow onto the CC and Monolith. Big side damage, gone. Warden could deal with the Duke very easily when walking. It's not very threatening on defense. He's just tanky. So you see, we're kind of watching both angles here. Queen and Duke are pushing in with the Siege Barracks. And I don't even have Max Pekkas, by the way. So my siege barracks could be much stronger. I don't have Max Wizards for that matter either. Warden's walking here at the bottom, and I don't even care what happens to the Duke and the Queen, right? The Duke, he's going to blow up. He's got Phoenix, right? He doesn't need saving. That's the whole point. He'll get revived later. The Queen, I mean, what can I possibly do? It's not a very tanky character. You know, she's just high damage, so let her get some damage off, and she could go good night. You know, she has the P.E.K.K.A support in her, the Duke, the Giant, the Ice Golem, the Druid. She got enough health. Pick up the Warden here after getting a nice fireball on that Rage Tower. The Duke and Queen push earlier set off this one. So I'm just going to charge my Warden straight into that multi-gear with 3 furnaces as support, the healers, and he's totally fine. Clear some of these defenses with Rocket Loons. So I could set up a nice King charge here with, again, the Furnace stick. Oh, excuse me. A nice King rush here with the Angry Jelly, Stick Horse, Giant Gauntlet combo. I wanted him to go for the Revenge Tower first. He ends up going to the long shot, but it's all good. He gets the Town Hall with it. And with the Giant Gauntlet, he's really not taking too much damage. And at this point, the Revenge Tower is pretty low. You know, we're definitely overwhelming that side of the base over there. It's just a lava launcher. I mean, what's it going to do against all of this? And the Revenge Tower is all by itself. We just have too much, and it's going to go down. That's the first attack, first triple. Really nice opener, nice fireball. Overall, really nice attack. I don't know still if I like the King better or the RC for the cleanup at the end. I might like the RC better, but the King is really tanky and can do some good splash damage. So it's really a toss-up. Lil Durk here in Legend 3, right? So this base is really prone to arrow backpack, right? They have so much there in the middle, but they make it hard to arrow through the middle of the base from, like, what would you call that, 730 and 430, right? But what you could do is something like this, where you get the Duke to go straight like that, and you could shoot the Queen off from an angle, and we still get the CC down. And what else was that? Was that maybe the Monolith? I don't know. I think an air defense also, so our Duke's just super healthy. And the funneling is great with this Yeti Baby Dragon here on the left, because we have so much camp space on Town Hall 18 now. Siege Barracks, Giant, everything's going in here. Duke's going to blow up, does a lot of damage. Ice Golem going off. And we're just clearing a whole bunch. There at the bottom with the kill squad. All the while, Warden at the top. He's walking the Monolith. Oh, so I didn't arrow the Monolith. I was wrong earlier, but we got something down along with the CC. It was nice damage. Our Warden's walking here at the top. He's going to be able to deal with the Revenge Tower here with the Fireball. Deal with the long shot. Super Wizard Towers, Monolith. Just walked it all. And there's really not too much left for this base. I mean, we have the Warden still. We could recall him. King with ability, recalls, revive spell, 2 totems. I mean, what could this base possibly do at this point? Probably going to recall here the Warden shortly. And I dropped the King here, kind of behind the Fire Spitter also. And I dropped the King here. I could have dropped the Warden there, but I figured that he'd get a lot of value with the splash damage from the Giant Gauntlet. So I dropped him here at the bottom. Revived the Duke, because there's really not anything that could take him down here very quickly. There's no Monolith. There's no back-end Revenge Tower. There's no single Inferno. No air defenses, so I just revived the Duke, whatever, and he supports the King. Furnaces popped out of my siege barracks, and they're helping clear from the bottom. And we just collapse on the remaining buildings, picking up our 3-star 40 cups from Lil Durk.
Okay, 17. That's nice to start, and I mean, look at this fucking backpack combo right here. It's gonna just crush. So yeah, pre-nerf, I could just drop 2 on this and take that out. And then since I have 5, right, I could just do like 2 more right here. Why not? Or 1. And then I'll still have 1 for my fireball. But now I just have to go for the 3 right here in the middle. And that's just fine with me. I mean, it is what it is. There's Invis Towers there that I don't think we're going to hit with this guy here. But Warden here. Bop, bop. Right? And then I see no reason to dilly-dally. I'm just going to get right into it. I'm going to go for the 3 right here, and we're gonna go bop, and then right there. Did I hit? All right, I hit them all. Okay, that wasn't the best, but you know, drop these guys. I don't know if we need to fireball this right now. I'll just do it because the Invis Tower. Yeah, okay, cool. Pick him up, and we'll send him in through here. So I'm gonna go in from the bottom with the RC, I think. Right, I'm just gonna take this out. I'll just drop one of these, and then I'm gonna go shield into spear, and I have an invis here for my other one. clean up. Just drop these 3 right there. Invis my guy, because I don't want to deal with it. I guess I could revive you. Could just earthquake these, just why not? And we're town hall 15, it's town hall 17, all things considered. But this layout was very poor, you know, so it was very weak to this combo. But yeah, we could talk about it. Okay, this looks good too. Oh yeah, it looks really juicy. Look at that freaking core section for your boy. Oh my days. You're gonna go here. This is town hall 15 versus 18, by the way. Okay. I'll go like this. 1, 2, 3. Drop you directly at the bottom. Alright, we missed the monolith. It's fine. Oh, I dropped that stuff too early. How's my warden doing? Cool. He's chilling. Alright, and then we'll do that. What to fireball? Probably that rage tower later. Let's just end this. Yep. Cool. Let's drop another one of these. Deal with that. And I'll just pick him up. That's fine with me. We'll go like this. Pop. We could even drop that guy, why not? So yeah, so I want to make my way into the rage tower. Well, to line up a fireball onto the rage tower, or near it. Because that's going to be stuff that's going to be hard to deal with. Sweet. There it is. Okay. You there. And then revive. And then I just drop that and poison them. And they can't do anything to him. And then I clear out the last defenses. And it's free. And it's so free. Town hall 15. Man.
Back on the main account, and we got Dr. P.E.K.K.A we're facing off with here. This is a nice base for our attack strategy. Lots of clumped up buildings and defenses. Really good fireball value. Really good potential arrow backpack value. So we're going to kick things off here with Baby Dragon here in the corner. It's just going to start doing some light funneling. Nothing can really mess with it over there. Get our warden down. Starting a walk over by the Guardian. A couple furnaces. By now, you know the drill. Here we go with the Queen earthquakes, and we just gutted that core. Oh my days. We got the clan castle, rage spell tower. I don't even know what else, but a bunch of stuff. Maybe one of the fire spitters, but that's fine. Look at this. So we have the Queen, Duke, giant charge with the siege barracks, druid, ice golem all the way at the bottom. They're just going to take out all of this stuff. Duke's still going. He's going to take out the Queen, defending Queen. And all the while, our warden already dealt with that isolated Guardian. And it's taking out the town hall. And we still have a fireball for the other rage spell tower compartment. You know that the defenses have to be close to the spell tower. So it's always a good idea to fireball around there if you don't see any other good obvious targets. Rage tower sections are always a great target. Here we go. Recalled the warden. Put him over by 9 o'clock. And we're just being patient here. You know, we have the king, we have a revive, we have the fireball. Just waiting for the fireball. We have a lot of time left. And then we could send off the king and revive our duke. So we're just letting our warden pick things off one at a time here with the furnaces. CC furnaces helping out a little bit. His range is so great that he can safely take out one defense at a time here, just picking them off. Invis, fireball, earthquake. He's getting into a little danger, but everything goes down. Totem just to be safe, so he stays up. King right on the revenge tower. Revive the duke. And they're just going to clean up the rest of the space with the warden. And that's that. I mean, Legend 3 multiplier made it look easy. Just completely broke down that base. Piece by piece, and everything converged in the middle at the end. And it was over. And that's all for this video. So I want to thank you all very much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this type of content, high level pushing on different town halls, warden charges, fireballs, giant arrow backpack combos, Clash of Clans in general, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more. I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you.